He's an all-time legend. And the fact that he's beaten us twice, even though we've had double-digit leads, it's hard to get over. For your money, is he the greatest quarterback you've ever seen, or is it just too early to tell? Patrick Mahomes, is he the best you've ever seen?
I would say, you got to give him his props. You got to give him his credit. He up there, but, I need a little bit more time because, I've been in the era with Tom Brady who did it. Both teams won championships with the Patriots and also Tampa. So I won't give him the number one spot, but he's a great talent. I think he got a chance, but right now it's still my guy, Tom.
I know. It's tough to argue with that. The losses, it feels like they sting and they stick with you forever. And I don't want to go too sad here, but you're never going to get over that Super Bowl loss, right? I mean, I still haven't gotten over that Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl loss. Obviously, the loss to the Seahawks hurt, too. The one to the Giants the year before that one hurt. But the Super Bowl loss, it's just, you never get over them.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man, and especially for me, going through the ups and downs. And San Fran, when I got there, we was terrible. Then probably around year 6 till I left. We was one of the best teams, and just doing it with the guys who had been drafted and came up with, like Patrick Willis, Brandon, Alex, and, the list goes on with Justin. And, all the guys, we got a chance to get there and we didn't win. And every time you get to the playoffs and you think about, man, I wish we would have got one. But it is tough.
Yeah, Frank, all these years later, I remember watching that Super Bowl. It still hurts seeing how it ended. Would have loved to have seen you get some action there at the goal line towards the end of the game, but I don't want to open up too many of the wounds there.
Why are you doing this?
I know. I'm sorry, Frank. But, Frank, it's, I got to say, first off, Frank, it's great to be talking to you. One Kane to another. I'm class of 2015. But right now in Kansas City, they're playing a promo this week. And if we could play that promo, Frank, I'd really love to hear what your thoughts are to this promo they're playing in Kansas City. If we could, please, behind the glass.
Remember when an NFL coach who wears a flat-brimmed hat decided to receive the ball to start overtime and then went limp and kicked a field goal after already losing a Super Bowl 4 years earlier to the same team? Yeah, us too.
Right side throw, touchdown! Kansas City! Nicole Hardman!
Chiefs and Niners, Sunday at 3:25, right here on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5, The Fan.
Frank, everyone in Kansas City is going to... Yeah, what's your thoughts there?
I can't really hear it, though, but, I think they talking about that we took the ball or something like that.
Pretty
last
much,
year,
yeah.
the Super Bowl. It's all good, man. It's over, though. It's a new year. It's all good, I know, we had our ups and downs this year, but it's a long season for us as a team. And I think, we got a good win on Thursday. And for me, I think in the NFL, man, it's all timing, for a team. And I think once we get back fully loaded with Christian and everybody get back healthy, and I think we're gonna start clicking on at right time, and I think we'll take go get back to what we want to get to, and that's getting that trophy. But I'm not tripping about that last year stuff. It's over with, New Year, and we got Kansas City this Sunday, and we're gonna try to get a big win on Sunday, man.
Let's go, Frank.
That's the right attitude.
You referenced Christian being out, and while he's been out, Jordan Mason has looked outstanding. And I know there's a lot of little things. You were a great pass blocker, for example, and you had subtleties about where to get open in the soft spot on the checkdowns and things like that. What are some of the little things that stick out to you that you've seen from Jordan Mason that maybe you didn't know he could do?
Well, I think he's doing everything well, man. And me being there at training camp, I saw how hard he's been working in training camp. So I'm really not surprised about what he's doing in the field on this year. In the NFL, man, you're here for a reason. And I think we got a good eye with picking guys to be on our team, and we got a good guy, at that position who behind Christian. And I think Christian did a great job by being a lead dog to show the younger guys what it takes to be the guy. And I think that's one of the reasons why he has success, And Kyle, man, one of the best play caller ever the call in the NFL, man, I think. And that helped him out a lot. And I just think he's taking full advantage of his opportunity, man. He's doing a great job. But I'm not surprised at all because I saw him in training camp how hard he's been working.
Yeah, Frank, talk about, one running back to another. We saw Isaac Guerendo called into duty on Thursday night when Mason went down and had a great night himself. He had a big run towards the end of the game there. I was curious, you once, were in that situation where you were kind of, thrust into action as a young running back. When you're a young running back getting that big workload for the first time in your career, what are some of the thoughts that's going through a running back's mind in that situation?
For me, I was ready for it, but I think for I think him having some success last week, he feel great and have a chip on his shoulder and can't wait till Sunday. And I think for me being around him, not just in training camp, but training with him in Miami a little bit, trying to get him right for training camp. Great kid, also a hard worker. And I think that room, man, just with the coach they got who teaching them the position, I think they all have a chance, man. And, Kyle, do a great job of putting them in space, getting them creases, and the O-line doing a great job, man. So I just think, either to have a bit more chip on the shoulder to touch the ball this week and help us get this win on Sunday coming.
Absolutely. All right, the Frank Gore autograph experience is this Saturday, 3 to 5 at the Westgate Shopping Center in San Jose. You can find tickets and more information at SinbadSports.com. Frank Gore on the line with us right now. Frank, years ago, Klay Thompson for the Warriors signed a toaster. Yes, a toaster, like one that you would have in the kitchen. What's the weirdest thing you've ever signed at one of these signing autograph situations?
It wasn't kind of weird, but it's weird, but really not. When someone had a tattoo of me, on their arm, and then they tattooed my name on it, under my picture. That was kind of the weirdest thing. I couldn't believe someone.
I love that.
That's kind of tattoo of myself, and also when I came back again and he had my autograph tattooed under my picture, it was kind of weird.
Wow, that's intense fandom. That's some intense fandom.
Kind of low key smart too. I mean, it's the best way to get the template for a Frank Gore signature is from the man himself. So it kind of makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Hey, Brock Purdy, I'm watching this guy right now, and you play with a lot of different kind of quarterbacks.
Brock Purdy, a baller, man.
Isn't he?
Stop sleeping on him. A baller. Bro.
Why do people, Frank? Like, what is it with?
Because people don't want to say they missed, man. So why they can't say they missed on him? They saying, well, I feel like all quarterbacks need ballers on the team to be successful. And he even been balling when our guy's not healthy, man. He doing it with his legs, his arm. He a baller, bro. They gotta start sleeping on my boy.
Yeah, I totally feel you. What about Deebo Samuel too? Because I feel like every time we want to put Deebo Samuel in the casket, this guy pops up like the Undertaker and has a monster game.
True football player, man. Could have played in any era. Tough. You just put the ball in his hands, he's going to make a play for you.
Would you say he's an all-time Niner, Frank? Deebo Samuel?
True football player, all-time baller, straight baller.
So I want to go back to Brock Purdy really quick, because one thing we're seeing a lot from him this year is we're seeing his mobility and that scrambling ability and that ability to extend plays, evade the pressure, waiting for someone to get open downfield. For you as a running back, though, I'm just kind of curious, like when you turn around, you see your quarterback start to scramble there. Obviously, things kind of change in terms of what the play is going to be there. What's your reaction like when you see your quarterback scrambling behind you and what you need to do?
Well, when we had Cap, we knew he had long speed, so our coaches told us when he scrambled and he get in the open field, we go down and go make a block. And back in the day, you got a chance to have the cut block to get him on the ground. So if you go back to our film, you'll see us doing a lot of cut but down the field, to get Cap open and score touchdowns. So with Cap, we used to go out and block, then look for the ball.
I love that. Frank, we've had an opportunity now to talk to you a few times, and we just had Patrick Willis on, and he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. Your time is coming. Everybody knows. We want you in there. And just your thoughts on Patrick Willis getting inducted. I thought it was so appropriate. The guy was just an absolute gladiator. And you're talking about guys like Deebo Samuel. He could have played in any era. That's what my grandfather, he's 90 years old, would say about Patrick Willis. This guy could have been plopped into any single era, and he would have been a Hall of Famer.
Yep, man, that's my brother. I love him. First guy who made me understand it's more football than just Miami guys. Because for me, coming from Miami, I thought, if you're not from Miami, you can't play football. When he first got there competing with him in training camp, that's my first time realizing, man, there's some other guys out here who could play ball besides just Miami guys. So I respect Pat 100%. We competed together. We played together. We got each other better, man, and he deserves everything he's getting right now.
You know, when I think of Patrick Willis, I think of some of just the brutal hits that he put on guys there. When you're sitting on the sideline watching Patrick Willis put in work back in the day, Frank, is there like a play or a hit that he put on a guy where you just were like, ooh, that had to hurt?
Well, I think the Jets game on the receiver.
Brad Smith.
I think, oh, my God. That hit was crazy. But you can't hit like that no more. So,
nah.
No, I don't think you'll see that again, you know. I had to go to the Jets.
Frank, we were both Sam and I, at the Miami Cal game last Saturday night. And I'm watching Michael Irving on the sideline. He's like doing push-ups. He's sweating. I mean, what's going on with your boy Mike during these University of Miami games? Do you ever have to tell him to calm down?
On all fours, man.
Man, you got to understand, man, we haven't been winning in a long time, man. So to be undefeated, you know, our name out there again, man, it feels great, man. And you know, hey, do what Mike say, you know, once he got down there, the game was changing, so he had to stay down there. And I don't blame him. You know, he do whatever it takes to win, man.
You know, Frank, I guess if I'm going to have you here, I got to ask you at least one Miami Hurricanes question myself. They're 6-0 halfway through the year. I mean, when you look at this team, when you look at the Cam Ward show weekly, first off, I'm curious. I want to know your thoughts on Cam Ward. And then two, when's the last time you felt this good about a Miami Hurricanes squad at this point of the season that you were not playing for?
Oh, man, a long time, man. And Cam Ward, top 5 pick. Yeah, when we're down, you know, we still always going to have hope when we got him under the center. And that's still and man, I'm just happy that we got a chance to be a mention, you know, with the top teams again, and hopefully we just finish strong again in the playoff and try to make a run against another natty.
I love that. I love that. All right, Frank, last one before you get out the door. We really appreciate you coming on today. What do Niner fans mean to you? Like, what's it like for you to come back here and interact with them? Because it feels very genuine, the love between you and Niner fans.
The Niner fans mean everything, man. You know, since I've been drafted here, man, they show me love. You know, always been 100 when we ups and down. They always gonna be there, man. They always show me love, and I try to give them everything, all the hard work, trying to show them what it takes to build Niner. Every time I step on the field, I give them all, and you know, man, every time I step in the bay, they show me love. So I love them a lot, man. Best fan in the world.
We love you, Frank. And Frank is back in the Bay. Thank you for joining us. You can go to the Frank Gore Autograph Experience. It's this Saturday, 3 to 5, Westgate Shopping Center in San Jose. Find tickets and more information at sinbadsports.com. Thanks, Frank, for joining us. We love you, buddy.
Thanks a lot, Frank. Go Canes.
All right, thank you all. Thanks.